Host of Photo Walks TV. He's Jefferson Graham, the former tech writer at USA Today. He still does his tech reporting here and across through his Substack letter. And you've been, Jefferson Graham, with the new iPhone 15 for how long have you had it now? There it is.
I got it last Thursday at 10 a.m. So
why does Jefferson Graham sound far away, Tony? Is he? Is his mic not?
I got it last Thursday at 10 a.m. How's that?
Better.
Yeah, maybe talking to a microphone. What do you think?
Well, I don't want to. I'll blame Tony always if it's easier on you, but we all know that it's really your fault.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
All right.
I've had it for 5 days.
Okay, you've had it for 5 days.
Thanks, Tony.
And what about the iPhone 15, the new iteration, would you say is the most positive improvement they've made technologically?
That would be the camera. Now, I think people get really tired of hearing from people like me saying, this is the greatest iPhone ever made. You got to go out and buy a new one. You could do whatever you want to do, but the fact is, it's the best one they've ever made. They make improvements every year, and they're usually incremental. This one, the bigger zoom telephoto is a big feature for me, and the USB-C charging on the end, instead of doing lightning, we now can use a USB-C cable, which sounds minor to most people, but for those of us who are photographers, or for just anybody who has gotten a nag message telling them that they're out of room, that they can't take any more pictures, they can't do any more video because they've maxed out and there's no way to get more room, now there is, because now you can plug a hard drive into your phone and move stuff off, or a thumb drive. They've made it actually consumer friendly for the first time.
Wow. Jefferson Graham seems quite taken with the new iPhone.
Mark,
I don't know.
Mark, when you buy the new iPhone, it comes with 128 gigabytes or 256 gigabytes of storage. And you go, yeah, I don't take that many pictures. And then you do. And then you download a lot of apps. And then the next thing you know is they're nagging you. And there's no way to get extra room except for getting a new iPhone. But now, finally, we can plug in a thumb drive.
Yeah, I completely agree, because my stuff and data is taken up by, as you're right, video and as pictures accumulate, but also audio files and podcasts. And there's so many different ways that, this memory is chewed up. And so I love that. And so you can offload stuff onto the hard drive as well, right? I mean, you can
right. Yeah.
Load on, load off.
I'll get really geeky here. You have to reformat your hard drive before it'll work, and you have to format it into exFAT. Got it? exFAT.
So wait a minute. That means that I should start with a new hard drive. So in other words, the existing hard drive that contains data that I might have backed up from another computer or whatever, that's not the one to use in this case.
If your hard drive has been formatted to what is called exFAT, then you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, I would just get you could get a dedicated drive for $50, $100, and just have a dedicated drive for yanking stuff off your phone.
Here comes commentator. As Jefferson, what's the iPhone/HD transfer interface like?
Interesting side note is it comes with a cable for your transfer that is slower than other cables. And if you buy the accessory cable for $60 from Apple, actually, there's millions of them out there. You could probably pay about $30 for the USB 3 Thunderbolt 4 cable. It's much faster. I uploaded a file yesterday that was 100 megs, and it took about less than a minute with the cable. It took 4 minutes with AirDrop. And if I was doing a bunch of files, it would have been very time consuming. So the cable is pretty cool.
Wow. Look at that. Very interesting. There's another question for mucho dinero is what William is saying. Is it expensive? How much is it?
The top of the line, baby, is $1,200.
What's it going to take to get you into the top of the line iPhone today, sir?
$1,200.
Right.
And it's $100 more than it was a year ago. The entry level is $800, but I wouldn't recommend the entry level because the bigger zoom is on the top of the line.
And this from Vicky in Sausalito. My old crib is in Sausalito. I'm pretty sure that Jefferson gets all these new gadgets for free for reviewing them. Did you? Do you? What's the story on that?
They did send it at no charge for review. It will be going back. But I would have bought it in a second. But sometimes you have to, if you get the review model, you get it faster than you would get it if you had paid for it. So I will be buying it, and I do have many, many devices in this house that I paid for as well.
So sort of true, but also true that he's sending it back. So it's not quite a fair bust on Jefferson Graham.
If you want to get the early edition to let people know about it, you need to get the review unit.
Yeah. So now, if I'm convinced and I want to go out and get the iPhone 15, top of the line, as you say, it's got the zoom and the this and the that, what is the wait time on it? What's the most expeditious way to get it?
The last I looked, it was mid-November.
Wow.
It was sold through mid-November. I would get in touch with your carrier and see if they could make you a better deal, because they are working overtime trying to convince you that you can get a free phone with them, which of course you can't, but you might get a nice discount.
Do you get a discount? I'm with Verizon. How do they rank in the
not even a dollar. Not even a dollar.
My God.
But the only thing, Mark, that you get.
Don't get it.
I don't get it.
You don't.
I don't. No, I don't.
Mark, you'll get to pay it over time, over 3 years.
Right.
And
won't feel as bad, you're saying?
But T-Mobile substantially discounted, and AT&T sort of discounted.
Is there, just while we're on it, are they all about the same? Are they? What do you
choose
your carrier based on? Based on what?
I could start this game with you, Mark. I bet I pay half as much as you do with T-Mobile. Do you know how much you're paying, my friend?
Per month?
Yeah,
of course. Yeah.
How much?
$151.
80.
Wow, that's great. And you're with T-Mobile?
Yeah, 2 people.
Wow. I've got to.
You just don't get it.
I don't know.
You don't.
I always end up in these conversations with Jefferson Graham, and he's ending up paying substantially less. Hang on a second. So you think T-Mobile is what I need?
Whatever it is, Mark's paying double whatever I pay, no matter what.
You know what's interesting to me, just in basic sort of news you can use, hopefully for our audience, is that when we come to evaluating these things, I think oftentimes you're going, well, does this one have an international calling plan or whatever? You start creating these scenarios. Why, Mark? Are you like what? Are you ambassador to France all of a sudden? Why do you need an international calling plan? You begin this evaluative process that has nothing to do with your actual lifestyle. What should you evaluate on? Only dollars and cents? Your monthly charge? Unlimited data? Unlimited data, right?
Yeah, and as far as the international plan, my friend, you have to pay $10 a day with Verizon when you go internationally. I don't pay anything with T-Mobile, and I have the experience. I went to France, I went to Japan, I went to Mexico, and in Canada, do not get charged and get to continue using the phone in those international areas.
This is outrageous. This is outrageous. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I pay $65.47 with AT&T, says Mackay.
Okay, for one person?
Yeah, for one person, I guess. Well, that's, and you, in this case, have 2 people on your plan.
Right, $80 for 2 people.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Well, I need to do something, clearly. This is a cold slap in the face.
We can get you new internet coverage as well.
Yeah, I've got a lot of work to do, but hopefully along the way in this conversation, many of us have learned. So iPhone 15, yep, get it. Try to get it through your carrier for the best deal.
Yeah.
And, wow. Look at this quickly. I'm going to Ecuador. I've heard
to buy an
unlocked phone from Apple Store. What is the story on that?
Always buy an unlocked phone. Always.
Okay.
Because if you buy a phone that's only for the Verizon network and then you switch to T-Mobile, you can't use it. If you buy an unlocked version, you could use it anywhere you want.
And they'll let you buy that doesn't require any kind of, okay. Yeah.
There's four models are available: a Verizon model, an AT&T model, a T-Mobile model, or an unlocked. Always choose
Okay.
the unlocked.
And at T-Mobile, you can still buy an unlocked version.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Verizon and AT&T. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the carriers will sell you an unlocked version, but the Apple will definitely sell you an unlocked version. Check the
Well,
website.
okay. I mean, to be honest, if you're going to T-Mobile to get a good deal and they won't send you the unlocked version, then it's not a good deal anymore, right? Because you're going to be on a T-Mobile unlocked phone. Am I right?
Yeah, but you could always resell it later.
Okay. And finally, one person, Mark, are you sure you're not adding in internet access? Is internet access?
No,
Doesn't that
that's
come with
from
everything?
Spectrum. You're paying
Oh, I
for
see.
Spectrum for that, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. From Spectrum, I absolutely am paying for internet access. You're right. But I need internet access. Right now, we're on Spectrum to connect with putting the show up. So anyway, that's interesting. Well, this has been interesting, and it's not the end. Quickly touch base on Amazon, will you? You had mentioned they've got some new.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The Department of Justice, the United States government is suing Amazon for being a anti-competitive monopolist, and specifically, they're looking at all the ways that they have house brands that undercut others, and that they sell products, similar products of others, as opposed just being a retailer. And I say, yeah.
I mean, there's
Take a
no
look at,
question they are. Isn't it? They
yeah,
are monopolists.
right. Take a look at Main Street. Take a look at how Main Street has changed, and look at how all the businesses that have been struggling in the Amazon era. So I
Well,
think that, yeah,
it goes even beyond that. I mean, I could say, well, look at Main Street. Look, it's hurt Main Street because you can get a lot of stuff on the internet, and it's just an easier. It's a frictionless process. There's fewer barriers to getting whatever you want. Yeah, that in itself doesn't mean monopoly, but something that you're very familiar with, I'm sure, because you've dealt with Amazon for so many years and evaluated their practices, commercial practices, is they will bust down the price of. The baby diaper thing is the famous example where they essentially sell baby diapers at a wild discount, well below cost. They drive the other diaper manufacturers down and companies down as well in cost, but they can't possibly discount to the degree that Amazon is. They put them out of business, or they buy. Amazon does, those diaper companies. Everything is consolidated, and then they jack the cost of diapers back up. I mean, that is pure monopolist behavior, and that happens across the board beyond baby diapers.
yeah, yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I mean, I think it's pretty straightforward, and it's great that the DOJ is finally stepping in.
Yeah, I agree. And of course, they're also suing Google for monopoly. I don't think the case on Google is as strong as the one on Amazon. It's just not as clear cut.
We have a great guest next week on just this fact, not limited to tech. It's somebody who speaks about monopolies in America and how this merger and acquisition culture has led to where we are. But love talking to you, Jeff. Was that it? Was anything? Am I leaving anything out on the table?
Just two quick things. I am about to go on another PhotoWalks TV trip tomorrow morning, going to Maine and Nova Scotia. Going to do some fall colors. I'll be shooting lots of photos and making videos. And I have packed up 27 mobile accessory devices, because I do every episode on the iPhone or on other phones as well. And people always ask me, well, what about the accessories? So I will be live at 5 o'clock California time today, showing off exactly what I'll be bringing.
I love that. All right. It's right there at PhotoWalks TV, right here on this platform if you're watching on YouTube. And check out Jeff's Substack, jeffersongraham.substack.com. Love our visits. Have a safe trip, and looking forward to some great pictures always. Thanks, Jeff.
See you soon.
Bye-bye. Hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell. You'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped, and please subscribe to our channel to help us save the universe.